came, nikamwonyesha karatasi. Read.
Positive.
Sasa anasoma haelewi nini. Nikamwambia I'm carrying your baby. He's like, huh? Yes, I'm expectant. Na nikajambia hata kukue nini. This baby, I'm not terminating. This is God's baby.
Right.
I'm not terminating.
And the doctors have told you have
to
terminate.
Yeah, we called the doctors Monday morning. Tukwambia sasa doc, you know nini we expectant. Nini doctor akatuambia just come like right now. So wakaenda they tested again, it was positive. So wakatuambia guys, you know now what your treatment Jackie and you can't continue with this. So the baby and the drugs can't match. So choose one. Do you proceed with the drugs or do you keep the baby? Me deep down in my heart was like, I am keeping my baby. I am keeping my baby. You see that? So akatuambia the risks that involved with keeping the baby. Sasa nikaona Betty, I can't stand a chance to kill my baby. Me mwenyewe. So we came home. Tukagree na Jude. Tukamwambia, you know what? I'm not killing my baby. And please give me the support that you've always given me to carry on with this baby. Jude agreed. So we called the doctors again to come. We are ready to keep the baby. Let's stop the drugs for a while. That's how I started. I carried my baby and cancer the prenatal clinics. Nini kufika mwezi wa 5 Betty. What? Worst of worst. My breast, najua ilikuwa imefanywa the first surgery, ikatoka nje.
What does that mean?
It's swollen, it's so big. This time cancer was coming back again, you see. I was in so much pain. What? I went to the doctors. Wakaniambia, we told you. This is what will happen. But I was no, even if what comes, I'm not terminating this pregnancy. So it's 5 months. Nikangangana kabisa. 6 months comes. I pushed. I was in pain. To some extent, I was in pain and Jude tells me, tomorrow we are terminating this mtoto. I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm ready. We go to the hospital for terminating the baby. When I'm queuing like this, I'm waiting to be called the next patient. My baby kicks so hard.
Wow.
You see that? Like, I could hear the voices of my baby telling, please, mommy, no, don't kill me. Then finally, I was able to carry my baby up to 7 months, whereby now I was...
So 7 months?
7 months.
The
baby comes. I was admitted at KNH, C-section, of course, because the baby was a preterm, so I couldn't give the naturally. The baby was a preterm. Talk of ICU now. Yeah, she had to stay in ICU for around 2 months or a month and a half. A month. It was a month. And then myself now, I resumed chemo back again. And yeah, finally we were discharged. Here she is, 7 months. And
she's so beautiful.
Yeah, we thank God.
Valentine.
Jude, how did you feel when you saw the baby after?
That day, sasa tunangoja mtoto afike. Sasa tumesimama hapo, tukasimama hapo for just allowed 2 hours. Mtoto akipita hapo tunaambiana ama ni huyo. Tunamwambia hapana, si feel anything. Sio huyo. Then finally sasa akapita amekuwa oxygen nini. I felt something in me. I felt your feeling sasa, your feeling. Kabia daktari. Excuse. We can't talk now. Wakapita kwanza. Nikaambia my cousin.
That must be my baby.
Kutoka nikamwambia, "Wewe mtoto ni nani?" Kaniambia ni baby Jackie.
Yeah.
Kawaambia yes. Ni mtoto wangu. Tukaenda sasa naye kuangalia mamake yako namna gani. Mamake yako na uchungu. Lakini still amefurahia.
Yeah, I was happy. This girl is, you know, when she came, she's therapy to me.
Yeah, no, she's always smiling. This
baby has
been smiling since, and we're many strangers in the house. Hey, how was the nap? Did you sleep well? So obviously we will now, because we want to take you to hospital.
Yeah.
One last question I want to ask. You know, like for a mom, I'm a mom, and you know, like when you give birth, like you're so excited, like see the baby and everything. But for you, it wasn't the same. Like you could not breastfeed. You could not.
I remember asking the nurse, "Nimnyonyeshe? Like should I give?" I no, please don't. You know, now my milk was coming out now.
Yeah.
For now, we are not going to give breast milk. There's another way of feeding her. So for now, just wait until the doctor advises you further. So she started feeding on formula from day 1. And mpaka sai she's still on formula, but again it's not a very easy journey, because now you have to like every other time check on the way that you're doing it. You can't even go with
expensive.
It is very expensive. Jackie, he isn't working. I know I wasn't working as well, so getting milk at some point it was very difficult for us, but we thank God we have been able to sail through.
Right.
Yeah.
Amen to that. My story is something, honestly. Thank you so much for that, and I'm sure very many people will have questions, and one or another maybe will, they'll be able to reach out to you for more, because it's not even easy to compress everything that happened, in this show. But thank you so much for sharing. And I think this next step is actually very important, just to see what actually is like right now for the drugs and everything. So you've heard the story, that powerful story, and my gosh, I don't know, my heart is beating when just listening to you, and God has blessed you so much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our day still continues. Now, like I mentioned, we are actually in a very crucial part of Jackie's life, and currently we are at the Nairobi Radiotherapy and Cancer Center in Kilimani. So this is somewhere where you've come so many times. Can you remember even that time how it was? Was it scary coming to this place?
For now, I'm used to the place. At first, it was very scary because I didn't know what to expect.
So how many times in a week now do you come here, and how many times did you used to come, especially when you were just diagnosed and you had started the chemotherapy?
A session of chemo takes around 21 days, so I used to come after every 21 days. At first they did 8 cycles, and then now came the baby, and now then I had to take a second, it is called the second line treatment, which I'm still continuing with.
So we'll just go inside and you'll take us through the process. The first thing is triage, where you get your vitals checked. All right, then we can go.
So here we come.
Hi, Betty. How are you?
Good.
Thank you for having us.
Most welcome.
Thank you so much.
Jackie?
Yeah.
How are you?
Panda kidogo. All right.
So and again, you just want to check their weight, because most of the dosages they're based on weight, so to make sure that there's no significant level.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
36.7. It's okay.
It's a good reading.
So Jackie, are you?
A miss.
That's a miss.
So finally you have the...
Yeah, everything.
Yeah. So do you ever get used to this? Because every time you go to the hospital, you have to get that.
Imagine I'm used to. At some point, you can literally like even 5 times. There's the times I came in 6, 7 times. They have no friends.
How long does it take for like a treatment?
Different treatment regimens have different administration duration. Some take 15 minutes, 30 minutes. Others go as many as over 6 hours. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. For this one, it's supposed to run for 30 minutes. So we'll just set the drops to make sure at least it runs for 30 minutes on average. Yes. Then for after this, now we start that targeted therapy drug.
Okay, so this is like a
it's just for preparing the body, just in case of any eventuality like a drug reaction. The pre-medication takes care of that, like an allergic reaction, nausea, vomiting. Yes.
So what is your feelings as somebody who goes through this every other time?
For the government, I think it have money enough to make our facilities have equipped doctors and nurses to do this. Yeah.
Wow.
This is the main drug that brought Jackie here. It's called Acceptin, our trastuzumab. It's a targeted therapy, like she was telling you. It basically works, targets some proteins, some genes in the body that have been found to provide a conducive
environment for the growth of cancer.
It's an expensive drug. Maybe per cycle can cost as much as more than 150,000, depending with the dose, the amount you're getting, because it's based on one's weight. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
And
Per
she
cycle.
needs
Yeah, and you're supposed to do it in
18 cycles. Oh my goodness.
And then it's only cover 4 sessions.
I think
They only cover
sessions
4 sessions
per card
per card.
for each financial year. That's from July to July.
Are there moments when you feel like it's too much to bear?
It's a struggle. It's a real struggle. So you use everything that you have.
Earlier on, off the camera, you were talking to me about just how much you appreciate him, and actually you said that he's like 10 men.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us about that. What does that mean?
So for me, I'm so grateful for loving me. I don't have the best words to express this, but babe, I want you to know that I love you so much, and thank you for loving us. Thank you for being a good father to my daughter, and thank you for being the love of my life. I don't know where I could be if you said no to this.
Oh my gosh.
And for the people out there who would love to come through and help us, we have a PayBill number, because as you've heard from the doctors, this treatment is quite expensive, 200,000, or rather this one is 150,000 per cycle, and I still have 8 more cycles to go. Our PayBill number is 432764, and the account number is Jackie Medical Fund. Anyone who is willing to help us are very much welcome, and we'll be so grateful. Thank you, K24, thank you, Betty, and the all Upclose team. We are grateful, and we love you so much.
Wow, guys, thank you so much for sharing. I don't even know what to say, honestly. From you, Jackie, actually you've been able to encourage so many people out there who actually don't even know about. Millions of people will watch your story and will get encouraged. Exactly just what you wanted to do in the first place. All right.
Yeah.
My goodness, so emotional. But guys, you've heard it. You've heard the story. For 2 weeks now, we've been running this particular story of Jackie and her husband Jude, and the battle of just getting better from breast cancer. And as Breast Cancer Awareness Month, she saw that it was fit for people to actually understand what this journey is all about, the history, where she's at right now, and even the future of what she, of course, and her family hopes to achieve in this whole battle. And thank you so much again.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's help. If you can help, then you have to help, or you should help. Yes, this has been a very special kind of up close from us here at Weekend with Betty. If you missed the first episode, just go on YouTube and find it. But get encouraged. That's what she wanted. That's the message she wanted to pass out there. Be encouraged. All right. Thank you so much. It's back to studio.